Good morning. Welcome to Stitching with Cindy Botts. Today's project is a fabric basket. This little basket was made using some 4.5-inch squares I had left over from other projects. This is a great scrap buster project. You need 2 for each side, and then because I wanted it to be a rectangle, you need 1 for each end. You need 2 for the bottom, the inside, and then you need to construct that again for the outside and inside. Miss Turtle, I don't know why. I don't know how she knows when I turn the camera on. She just comes running over. So let's see if we can convince her to hop down again. I don't have any kitty treats up here. I just had the dog here a second ago. All right, keep moving. Keep moving, little girl. All right, and she's over there on the table. So these are the fabric baskets. Now you can make the fabric basket all the same color on the outside. Again, these are leftover squares that I had, and then on the inside I chose to make it 2 different colors. All right, so the first thing you do is you pick out your squares. Now you don't have to use a 4.5-inch square. You can use 2.5-inch, 3.5-inch squares. Oh my goodness, we're going to have a turtle in a lot of this video today. So you take and you lay out your squares in this configuration, this being the base, then your sides on both sides, and your ends. Now you could make the center 3 long, you could make it 2 by 2, you could make this a 4 patch in the center, and then have 2 on this side and 2 on this side. You could do so many different configurations with this, as long as your sides can be sewn up, you're good. Okay, as long as your side seam can be, your corner seam, I should say, your corner side seams are the same. So, again, like I said, you could have made this centerpiece a 4 patch and then just added 2 more for the side and had this side have 2 on it too. Okay, so then it would be a square base, and then just 2 for the sides. These would be sewn together. Again, there's so many different things you could do. You could make the base be 2 by 3 and then just add the extra side piece up on it. Okay, and you'd have to add another one over here. Okay, and then that would be your side. This row would be your side, and then this would be your center. Again, there's so many different configurations that you could do, making squares, making rectangles. This is what I'm doing today, is just a base of 2 squares, the sides of 2 sides, and the ends 1 to make this cute little rectangle purse. Again, sewing can be so much fun, and that it's creative outlet. You're picking the fabrics you want. You're deciding whether you want, a small rectangle, if you want to make a square, if you want to make a big square or a little square. So much fun. So to do this, I've just sewn my squares together in this configuration. Then what you do is you take and you, oh, wait a minute, Turtle's trying to get back in. Let's see if we can convince her not to. Come on, Turtle, get down, honey. There you go. Okay, so then you just take this piece here, fold it over, and that becomes your corner seam. And on this side, that same piece comes over and it makes the corner seam here. All right, so you could just clip those together. We'll see if we can do that with just the foam taping. There we go. So we got that side clipped, and then you would sew this side over here. Okay, and that would be making of your end pieces. Sorry about that. I'm just having technical difficulties the last couple of videos. Okay, so there is your end. Okay, so you just want to sew those two together. Turtle just knocked over my iron. All right, so that's a corner seam and a corner seam, and you just do that again on this end. Then once you have that sewn together, you'll have this configuration here. All right, you have your lining part and your outside part done because you're making two. Remember, you're making an outside and a lining. They don't have to be the same. This could be the lining with just one color if you wanted it to be. You don't have to use the squares. You could just make a template and make it off of one color. Do use interfacing, otherwise your sides won't be nice and stiff. They'll be floppy. The heavier the interfacing, the stronger your sides will be, stiffer, and they'll stand up better for you. Definitely use the heaviest interfacing with the larger baskets. This one was a medium weight, and you can still see it's kind of saggy a little bit. I think it's okay, but if I were to go any larger, you definitely want a stiff, heavy duty interfacing. All right, so now that you got your two boxes made, remembering to leave an opening for turning in your lining. I like to do mine at the bottom. There's my opening. Put your right sides together. Now remember, your end only is one wide. Now I was distracted or something when I put mine together earlier, and I had to have a nice little date with Jack ripping out the seam because I wasn't paying attention, and I did not lay the one square side with the one square side. I laid the one square side with the long side of my rectangle. Sorry, but Turtle is being a little bit of an issue right now. Come on, Turtle. Turtle, Turtle, Turtle. Okay, there she is again, my beautiful little kitty. I do have more than one. She's the one lately that definitely wants to be a movie star and be on the video. All right, so you're going to clip those together. Again, making sure you have the narrow end with the narrow end, and clip those. And you're just going to sew around the top. So right up here on the top. Then you're going to use that opening to turn it. Turn it right sides out, and then you're going to want to close that opening. Here you can see where I've closed the opening on this little bag and this little basket. Just sew that closed, and then using your iron you can press this down nicely and just put a nice top stitching on. Oh my goodness, Miss Turtle, you are just in it today. So there she is, Miss Beautiful Little Turtle. Maybe she wants me to hold treats in her these baskets. Actually, probably what she wants me to do is make one large enough for her to lay in. So I hope you have fun stitching these baskets up. These fun baskets. You know, that really would be a cute idea to make one for the kitty. Definitely would need the heavier interfacing. She definitely had something to say about that. All right, well, enjoy your stitching. Please like and subscribe. If you have a comment, would love to hear how you are doing with some of these projects. Have a great day. Bye-bye.